G'day, I'm Roby Curtis, I'm the Ministry Coordinator for Blind Eye Ministries. I'm also a husband and a father of 5 children. So Blind Eye Ministries is an outreach arm of Emmanuel community, and we've been operating since 2010. And some of our involvements include journeying with people in areas of local homelessness, Indigenous and pro-life issues. In a particular way, we find ourselves journeying with individuals, one person at a time, through some of life's ups and downs. Every situation's unique, every person's unique. We really are committed to taking that journey with those, particularly those most vulnerable in our city. We attend the Eucharist of the Emmanuel community every Sunday, and we take people who are, some people in areas of homelessness, some who are things like on parole, some who are in rehab, different things, a whole range of different areas that they come from. And we find that experience to be a positive experience. It's not always everyone's cup of tea, the structure of the liturgy, and sometimes that rigid approach to Sunday church, Sunday Mass. But we find there's a lot of fruit in the sense of community that comes from that encounter, and when we invite people into more than just an hour church service, but into a community and into relationships that are lasting. I'm not interested in band-aids. I'm not interested in just providing service. I'm not interested in just taking someone through some sort of process that gives them food or provides them even just with a house. What I'm interested in is the journey. And in the ministry, we say that we're a grassroots Catholic ministry devoted to journey with the most vulnerable. That journey is the key word for us, and we talk about that being one person at a time. The journey is important. So for me, why do you be Christian? Because I believe when you come to know the love of Christ in your life, when you come to know Jesus, that has the ability, greater than any government institution, any service, any organisation, any form of outreach. That realisation, that awakening inside a person, which I have seen and I continue to see, when that happens, true healing takes place from some of the most broken and dire situations in life. And when they come to know the love of that man and that person and that God, that great lover and friend of those brokenhearted, that's where lives are turned around. That's where the 180 happens. That's where, and all the practicals fall into place from there, because it's all there, especially in our nation. It's all the needs are met, all the practical needs, but the spiritual poverty, as we've been told in our nation before, is there. And when we introduce Christ, the person of Jesus, authentically, and who he truly was, not this magisterium, but who he was in the simplicity, the poverty of Jesus, when we communicate that on the fringes of society, that makes a difference. So I do believe anybody can do kind things to people, anyone can make a difference, but to completely transform one's life, I believe it has to be from a point of evangelisation. That's meaning coming to know the love of Christ for the individual. You know, I think in everyone's backyard, everyone's situation, everyone's circle of influence, or the area in which they exist on a daily basis, I think there is an opportunity to identify the needy, identify that person in the schoolyard, or that person in the day that is out on the edge, that person that has often maybe has no support, has no one, is struggling, is a dumping ground for the majority, is considered the least in our circles and in our areas. We may not be able to see them always, but if we truly open our eyes beyond ourselves, at times we will see them. I think to illuminate means to identify how we can truly make a difference, and how we can truly be light in the midst of those dark places. If you're at school, you know, it's as simple as I know when I was at school, there was so many guys in my own grade that I knew were the ones that everyone dumped on. They were the ones that, and even I contributed to that too, which I'm ashamed to say. And in my senior years, my eyes were open to that, and I saw the difference I could make in sometimes defending those people, and sometimes just saying g'day, and sometimes just doing the thing that no one, you know, taking away them from that realm of being the invisible person. So for me, it's got to be about human contact. You know, it's got to be about more than just being passionate about an issue. It's got to be about the personal touch. It's about bringing light into darkness in the simple, not about the big. Let's do the big, change the whole face of the earth right here. It's about the simple in our backyards.